Hey, what's up? How are you? I hope you're doing great. Because I'm being shown that you passed a test. You passed some type of test. We're always being tested, right? You passed a test. You leveled up. You learned something. You mastered something. It's given that has to do with you mastered a certain lesson that has to do with your emotions and the way that you respond to things. Almost like maybe you learned that it's not really about what other people are doing and saying, but how you are responding to what they're doing and saying. So I am being shown that there's an expansion in your high heart area. I see like a beautiful pink diamond with a crown on it. A crown, so that's like queen energy, king energy, royalty. Okay, that's like merging with the God consciousness. This is exciting. I'm very happy for you. Congratulations. Okay, I am being shown that it was very tumultuous and there was like a period very recently where you struggled or you were confronted with difficult things. I know that you have been confronted with many challenges in this life, and I know that you've had to overcome so much adversity, so much dysfunction, so much toxicity and intentional attacks on you, psychological warfare, spiritual warfare, even some type of like physical issues by people who were intentionally trying to sabotage you and do things like that on purpose to you. Okay, I know you've been through that and you have stepped into a very profound healing process. Like you were, I've said it before, it's like you were catapulted into this healing process, catapulted into a deep state of rest. Like you were going, and then you just hit a wall and you were like, can't go anymore. And you had to really stop to reflect and refine so much of yourself, your past, the way it all affected you and how you were choosing to cope and live with it, okay? But I know that you went through all of that. And some of you are still going through that, like really heavy in that. But I am being shown that there was like, maybe it was like a little bit calm, right? And then there was a storm. There was like this storm. And what is happening with my hair, okay? Some people are like, you touch your hair so much. Yeah, I do. It's got a mind of its own. I be touching it all the time. But anyway, back to the message. There was like this calm, and then there was like this storm. And it came on thick. And it was like you were being triggered left and right. All of these things were coming up. You were really feeling very raw emotions. And that's like what the test was. It's like, how were you going to handle that? Things maybe that you were like, oh, I'm good with, or I've come to a good place with. It was like, smack you right in the face. Trigger, like Trigger City. And I'm seeing you were feeling a way about it. You were feeling really bad. There was almost like wanting to give up type feelings coming through for you. Like, this is just too much. Like, I can't cope with this anymore. Like the pain was so much larger than your ability to cope with it. Okay? But I'm seeing that you stood on truth. You honored your emotions. Like, if it required you to set a boundary and to hold the boundary, you did that. If this situation required you to pour more self-love, pour more love into yourself, you did that. If it required you to care for yourself in a certain way, you gave yourself that. If it required you to walk away from something, You did that. And if it required you to like really express yourself and allow yourself to feel what you were feeling without judgment, you did that. There was, of course, energy that was coming in, trying to like undermine you, trying to undermine you, trying to get you to work against yourself. I mean, that's not new. But it's like what I'm seeing, it's like it's always darkest before the dawn. And however you handled this situation, whether it was being true or having to take responsibility for something or being accountable for something, you did that. If it required you to apologize for something that you did that. If it required you to, like I said, just pour love into yourself, you did that. And so you passed the test, you leveled up. And I mean, I feel like a broken record when I say that your level of consciousness is so high and just continues to just merge fully with the God consciousness, with the undifferentiated, with Source, with God as you know it. You are doing that. You are so special. Your mission here on earth is such a huge mission. That's why people have been trying to sabotage you, trying to stop you, trying to get you to work against yourself. That's why they've been trying to take your destiny from you, because this is like a glorious destiny, but it's meant for you, and only you can fill this role. Other people are not worthy of this role. They don't have what it takes. That's why it's not their destiny. But there are people who sure have tried to take it from you. And in their limited scope of understanding, they might have even thought that they had taken it from you. But it's because their consciousness and their frequency is so low that what makes sense to them is like just a tiny little piece of the puzzle. And like you are that whole puzzle. You are the full picture. Like zoom out. Like your energy, your consciousness can zoom out and merge with the totality of all of manifest creation, of all that is. And you know, very strongly coming through is like you and God are one. Like God is in everything, and everything is in God. And again, I say God, and I use that term just to refer to like the ultimate, the supreme, the one, the undifferentiated, the source, okay? But you can refer to God however. What is up with my hair? How you can refer to God however it fits into your beliefs and philosophies and heart. But yeah, this is about your heart expanding. This is about having more understanding, more compassion, more peace. Your knowing, your ability to know is very strong. It's like you don't really need proof. You don't need proof. You know, and you trust that. And that's fantastic. This also has to do with being aligned with your communication. Your communication is aligned in truth. You know, God is truth. If you are standing in truth, you are standing in alignment with God's energy. If you are standing on lies and you are being deceptive, that's not aligned with anything. If you're making excuses for lies and deception, that's not, you know. And we know that there are many people out there who try to pretend or wear the mask that they are aligned with God, that they're this and that. But if they're being deceitful, if they're lying, if they're passing a lot of judgment, they're not in alignment with God. God is not judging who you are. Like, God made you who you are. But, and I want to make this clear, there are certain things set in place that will correct behavior that's not in alignment with God. And it could feel like judgment coming from God. But it's really like these measures that are put in place here so that we can learn from our mistakes and grow and evolve and learn our lessons, so to speak. Okay? Like karma. Like what goes around comes around. Like things like that, you know? But God loves who you are. God loves who you are. God made you the way that you are. God loves you. God loves all of you. And all of these things that people try to make you feel ashamed about, guilty about, judge you about, like you're wrong or not worthy of love and kindness and compassion, that's bullshit. That's judgment. That's control. And control is based in fear. Those are fear-based energies. Because God created you and God loves you exactly as you are. And I love you. God accepts you, okay? As long as you are standing in your truth. God is truth. God is love. God is understanding. God is not judgment. God is not hate. And so anybody who uses God as a reason to judge and hate others or try to control them, that's not God. That's not aligned in God. That's aligned at a lower frequency. That's trying to manipulate you. That's the psychological warfare on you or whoever's doing that to try to siphon your energy from you and try to prevent you from fully realizing your God consciousness. You probably already know that, but if you don't, you know, there it is. And you don't have to agree with me, that's fine, but I'm just speaking the truth as I know it, okay? So, yeah, you leveled up. I see that you're gonna go through a little bit of a physical level up also, so you might start feeling some things. You might start feeling some physical things, like energy releasing itself. This is not medical advice. I'm not a medical professional, so if you do not feel well physically, please go see a doctor. But you might feel some aches and pains working themselves out. You might feel like really the need to like move your body or rest more or drink more water or massage, you know. And similarly, you might be feeling repelled from certain things. Just listen to your body. Give it what it wants. Speak nicely to your body. Your body is alive. It's conscious. Your body is listening to you. You are not your body. You are in your body. Your soul, your consciousness is in your body. Your body has a consciousness of its own as a total, like the total body, and then individual parts of your body also have a consciousness. Speak to your body kindly. Speak to it with love. Instruct your body what you want it to do. It is listening to you, okay? And also, I'm gonna make a separate video on this, but you speak into existence what you want, okay? So I'll touch on it briefly, but you speak into existence your reality. So what story are you telling yourself today? Okay, of course, you are born into certain dynamics. You are at the mercy of those dynamics. Okay, you didn't create those dynamics. You were born into them. You had to experience them. But now, at the point you're at right now, you have so much more control based on your thoughts, how you speak to yourself, and your feelings, okay? How do you manage those feelings? What story are you telling yourself when certain feelings arise? Are you replaying and rehashing all these awful things that went on? Or are you speaking in a way like, I am healed, I am healing. I went through that, but now I am this. I am creating this. I created this. How are you, like, what's the language you're using with yourself? Because becoming mindful of that is very important to the healing process. It's not to dismiss what happened to you. It's to be very honest and real about what happened to you. Speak the truth about that. Okay, but then you reach a point now going forward, you're not creating that anymore. That has already been done with. Now you want to move forward. What language are you using moving forward? Okay, is it empowering? Is it aligned with what you want to see show up in your reality? Or is it limiting? Is it keeping you tied to things that you've outgrown? Okay? So I will make another video and get into that a little bit deeper. But I just wanted to touch on that briefly right now. But you leveled up. You leveled up. And yeah, I do see that your high heart is expanding, has expanded. I see a beautiful pink diamond. It's like shimmery. It's like shimmery and like it like picks up so many different, it's like glitter. Glitter is actually very powerful because it can pick up so many different colors and reflect so many different, but yeah, this is like, you might be seeing a pink diamond around, or you might feel like pink sparkly energy around you that does have so many different colors in it. Your harmonic resonance is so beautiful. Your signature, like your individual like soul signature, your frequency is so beautiful. You are such a radiant being, and you are very special to this earth. Let me see how much time. Oh, I'm 17:10 into it. So that's confirmation. And I am going to end the video there. So congratulations. God is so proud of you. It's like your communication with God is stronger, the God consciousness. It's like you are one and the same. Like you can communicate with this. You've really solidified this connection. You have like a clear connection. And that's because you did the work, because you are self-aware, because you hold yourself accountable and you stand in truth against the adversity. And there's a lot of adversity. But you're like mastered yourself. You are that phoenix that rises from the ashes and achieves like a really intelligent, profound, unique level of self-mastery. That's you. I'm so proud of you. I hope you have a really beautiful day. I'm ending there. Okay, I'll catch you in the next message, and just know how much you are loved, because you are loved so much. Okay, be well. Take care.